Yes, welcome back to the South Australian Sports Show. Poppy, time to put some people under the heat. Of course, the Olympics are now over.
Yep.
Spectacular in Rio, great finish. I want to put some numbers in front of you, though. I did a little bit of research for you. Australia, 2016 at Rio, 29 medals, 8 gold, 11 silver, 10 bronze. Now, rather than run through the list
fantastic
of all of them, 35 medals in London in 2012, 46 medals in Beijing 2008, 50 medals in 2004, 58 in 2000 in Sydney, 41 in Atlanta in 96, 27 in Barcelona in 92 and 15 in Seoul. Now you say, well, 27, we got 29 in 2016. We finished 10th on both occasions. It's been 24 years to equal that bad record.
Well,
24 years.
Yeah,
where have we gone wrong? What's happened?
But I don't think we've done anything wrong. So
Nothing wrong.
Well, put it this way. I don't believe in the medal tally full stop. I mean, the medal tally is what it is. At the end of the day, let's look at it a different way. It's like looking at this as an accountant. You can do funny things with figures. We came 10th in the medal tally. We came 10th. There was 200 countries represented. 200 countries represented. And we came 10th.
I'm just talking about us, though. You're trying to compare.
No, but what I'm saying is, what a great result. 10th of 200. What a terrific result. Now, I think...
I just thought you were treading in something.
No, I think the disappointment comes from an expectation that we're going to do better. That expectation is created by the media, no one else. I put this to you.
Yes.
What events should we have won medals in?
No, look, this is how
basketball,
I feel
maybe?
I'm just asking you, this is how
swimming,
I feel.
maybe?
If we went along to the Olympic Games and that was our medal tally, 29, which it was, but everyone performed at their best, that was the best we could do, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. That's not what we saw. Do you think that's what you saw in Rio? That
are you questioning...
every athlete performed at their best?
Are you questioning the... what about the athletes? You tell me. You've been there and done it.
Well, I am questioning the athletes. I'm questioning the coaches.
But based on what?
The administrator. Because I want to know why they didn't perform at their best.
I think it really only relates to the swimmers. I think the swimmers have put their hand up and said...
No, I disagree. I think the basketballers should have done better. I think that it was terrific. They played great. They finished fourth. I think they should have medalled. I want to know why our sports teams didn't do better.
I was very disappointed in the Boomers' last two games.
So now we're talking about the swimmers. Now we're talking about the basketballers. And there were some amazing results. Why was that one amazing? And the others weren't. Why are we consistent?
I know you're a positive bloke too, but I prefer, at this time especially, to say well done to the team and to those who perform well. Well done to those that had personal best. Exactly right.
Well done.
Regardless of medals. And I guess that's what I'm saying.
I agree
the medal tally from that perspective, okay, it's nice to get an indication. But for me, yes, there were some disappointments. But I don't reckon there's too many sporting teams in the world of which a player isn't disappointed with his performance on a particular day. It's the nature of the beast.
I agree with that, but we're talking one moment in time to perform at your best. Why didn't that happen? Now, Bill Sweetenham, who I work with at the Institute as a swimming coach, I highly respect, he's come out and said everyone from swimming gone. From administration, coaches, the lot out, let's replace. Because they've failed again and again, but we keep repeating that.
But well, hang on a minute. How come the swimmers don't take responsibility?
Well, they've got to take some. Let's look at John Bertram. Came in, he was going to clean up all swimming's problems. There's going to be a better ethos. $500,000 he gets paid for that. Do they look like any less problems than they were 4 years ago to you?
No, probably not.
No. So that's what I'm saying. So I'm not blaming just John for that result. I'm saying I think we need to look at everything that went wrong. Look at everything that went wrong and see if we can improve it, as opposed to we'll just keep doing same.
But look, to me, I'd like to give it a month. Wait till the emotion comes out of it. Sit down and actually analyse it. Have a good look at it. Did we actually underperform? Did we underestimate our opponents? Have we not progressed as quickly as other countries have?
I think other countries have copied us. They saw what we did after the 80 Olympics with the Institute of Sport, and they started setting them up all around the world, and they've capitalised. They've put more money into it. We're behind. We're behind them now. And are you offended by the fact that people now say Britain, that the British show more grunt in their sport than we show in ours? Does that offend you?
No.
It offends me.
Yeah, look...
Because that was one of the things Australia prided themselves on.
They did, but I don't see signs that actually is the case. Again, it's all right to say the comment. Well, give me an example. Give me an example, one sport.
Pick anyone you like.
Well...
Cycling.
So
what happened in cycling?
Well, so you think showing grunt in cycling is
no.
That's all about skill and strength and speed, and
they've got all of that.
Yes.
Plus this.
Yes.
What Australians have always had has been that never say die attitude in everything we've competed in.
Yes.
They're saying now that the British have copied it.
Yes.
And improved on it.
Yes.
We've stayed. Oh, well, we're good at that, so we'll just keep doing it. We need to improve on it.
But sometimes you
so
need.
Where have we improved?
But sometimes you need that kicker line. It's the opposition that might catch up with you and pass you and replicate you.
I'll agree with you. Sometimes you need the kick along.
Yes.
So now we've got a kick.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens in a month's time, whether there's any change or whether it stays the same.
Yeah, okay. Well,
let me ask you about Kitty Chiller then. Kitty Chiller, good job, bad. Gold medal, silver, bronze, or not in the top 10?
Well, she wouldn't have.
First off the plane in Sydney.
She wouldn't have. Really?
First off the plane this morning in Sydney. Sorry, Wednesday morning in Sydney.
I put it this way. Look, she wouldn't have made my team to represent us.
Yep.
Okay. I'm not too sure on her background. I felt it was about Kitty Chiller. Everything was about Kitty. This is a personal opinion only.
I'm agreeing.
Everywhere I looked, every channel, I actually wanted to know what was happening with my athletes. I didn't want to know what Kitty was up to. God bless Kitty. It's a cute little name. But
it's a tough gig. I don't think it's an easy gig, but Nick Green did it last year. Coach John Coates has done it before.
Yeah.
You hardly see them.
Yes.
This one you see a lot of her, and I agree with you, less of the athletes.
Well, what
which was highlighted
I'll tell you what,
Wednesday morning when she stepped off the plane first. Be it a mistake or not, the fact that she stepped off before Anna Mears, before the flag bearers. Seriously? Why would that?
Well, because she's in 1A, so she has to
make no difference where you are, but possibly right. But surely, all right, let me ask you this: would you have stepped off first, or would you let the athletes?
But I'm different. I would have stepped off first. But I'm hopeless. So, I would have liked to soak up the crowd, and I would have only just been a passenger. But no, with Kitty.
So you haven't got her in the top 10.
No, got her in the top 10. But I'll tell you why, Phil. I'll tell you why. And this is just, I don't know whether you know anything about Kitty. What I'd heard through the grapevine after a press conference, a bit of time in the media, she had to quickly duck off to have it.
She smokes outside, yep.
Have you heard this?
Smoker.
Okay. To me, not the right person for the job.
No, it's not for the athlete. The athletes.
It's not the right person for the job. I'm sorry, because
agree with that.
One of the questions that's being asked is the amount of money we spend on athletes, and it goes into the hundreds of millions of dollars. And I just disregard that. I don't think you can put a price on the inspiration caused by these athletes. We talk about children's obesity or talk about getting children active. That money is well invested. If you want to say in one hand, for road traffic safety, we spend hundreds of millions, but if we save one life, it's worth it. Okay, I'll accept that. But guess what? If we change one life to inspire other people, that's worth it as well. Sure. So I think you've got to be very careful the people you select to represent you on field, off field. Kitty was off field. I don't want a chain smoking.
Shift emission.
Shift emission.
You don't want. All right.
Okay, that's just me. I'm sorry, but that's it.
I can see where you're going. So I want to ask you about Banana Gate and Eddie Bet. So just quickly,
yes.
There seemed to be so much emphasis again on the racism side of things, and I'm wondering, out of the two offences, which one's the greater? The banana projectile being thrown on the ground, or the racist remarks at Eddie Betts? Now, for me, the racist one certainly needs to be dealt with, no question. So I'm not playing that down. But the bigger issue was a projectile being thrown out. That banana skin had to hit Rory Sloane in the eye and blinded his eyes. Finished his career.
Okay,
finished his career. It's also finished probably the Crows' chances at a premiership because your best player.
I get that. But you know what though, Phil? Even you saying that, you could be questioned. You're downplaying racism.
No, I'm not. I'm saying.
But what I'm saying, I know you're not.
Yes.
But what happens if someone feels as though you are?
So there, I'm with you. Why is that so much a bigger issue than the issue that is endangering lives? This one definitely needs to get dealt with.
Yes, 100%.
This one is a bigger issue. But if you wouldn't have read it that way, would you?
No, you wouldn't have.
Okay.
Under no circumstances should any spectator throw any projectile at any player at any time. And if you allow it to happen, guess what's going to happen? And you've played in countries where it does happen. You have fencing around the stadium.
That's what happens.
I'm serious.
That's what happens.
And then when it happens, and we've all been through it at a much more serious level, you go to an airport now after September 11, we all have to go through this process because that's the way it is. So we need to come down hard. And this decision, I think, did I get told Adelaide Oval banned her for 6 months?
Yeah, she's been banned for 6 months, and Port Adelaide have dealing. And I think they've handled it really well. I think it's all been done
on the surface. But guess what? 6 months at Adelaide Oval. She's a Port supporter.
The projectile.
When do they play their next game?
6 months.
Well, so what's the ban?
She's not allowed to go.
You can't come to the cricket. What?
don't know.
I'm serious. It doesn't make any
The
sense.
penalty is not a deterrent. It's not a deterrent. Are you deterred by it?
Well, I'm not
Would it
going to throw.
deter you?
Yeah, well, yeah, it does. I'm not going to throw a banana.
No, but you never would have thrown anything anyway. But in the end,
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't have thrown a banana. I mean, I'm not a big fruit man anyway.
How have you
but
rated the power season?
power
It's over this
season,
weekend.
terrible. Changes need to be made.
All right, what changes?
Well, you start at the top and you work your way down. But what happens is the people at the top start at the bottom and work their way up. I think there needs to be significant changes. Coaching, leadership, ethos, everything. You go through that whole club. Dwayne Russell wrote a great article last Sunday Mail. He's a great writer. If you get the opportunity, read that article and there'll be 2 paragraphs that will stand out to you like they stood out to me.
Who should do it? Who should do it? Who should come in? Because often they do an internal review. So we do an internal review. No one wants to say anything bad about anyone. I should do
Yeah.
it. Yeah, but someone from outside is
Well,
what you're
I'm
saying.
serious.
Yeah.
Someone from outside. Why not you?
Yeah, because I've got too many other things to do. All right, quickly, we need to get to the footy tips, mate.
Yep.
Adelaide West Coast Friday night.
Adelaide win. They win 2 preliminary finals. They play Geelong in the grand final. They get beaten. It was so close.
So Adelaide have got them.
Yep.
All right, Geelong Melbourne.
Geelong win.
All right, Essendon Carlton.
Carlton win.
Sydney Richmond.
Sydney win.
Gold Coast Power.
You know what?
Gold
No. Gold Coast.
All right, North Melbourne GWS.
North Melbourne can't win.
Kilda,
GWS.
St Kilda Lions.
St Kilda.
Freo Western Bulldogs.
Western Bulldogs.
Hawthorn Collingwood.
Collingwood.
Collingwood. All right. Hope you've enjoyed the show, everybody. That's a phone for you, Poppy.
Alistair
Get on that.
Clarkson
Time
now.
for us to go. Alistair Clarkson checking in with Poppy what he needs to do to win another grand final. Hope you've enjoyed the show, everybody. Bye for now.
The Alcatraz proves that, it's